Can I get the auto-tune back on?
Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel, and as you can see, today we're going to be doing a double unboxing. We're going to be looking at Iris Bow, her first original release, and her recent second wave release. So before I continue, I wanted to mention something. If you are here because you're interested in any of the gimmicks that are included in these dolls, I just want to mention now that I will not be covering any of those. I will not be partaking in any of the gimmicks that are included with these dolls. As an adult doll collector, I just have no interest in them. I'm strictly just going to cover the dolls and compare them and their outfits and all that. So I do apologize if that was something you were wanting to see in this review, but I did want to mention that, so you can go ahead and click off if that is something you were hoping to see. So I picked up the new release Iris Bow recently, I believe like last week, from Target. I had some Target deals and I ended up paying, I think, about 14 something for her, which is a pretty good price. This doll originally retails, I believe, is $25. She is on sale on Amazon right now for I believe $16.99, which is a pretty good price, I feel like, or it's a decent price. And then at Target she's $18.99. I believe all the new rainbow shimmers are that price. I think Bella is for sure. It is a little interesting that they've already dropped the price in these dolls, and I feel like haven't even been out for more than a month. So I'm not sure if it's maybe they're just not selling, or maybe MGA or Target is trying to catch that, you know, wave of holiday shoppers. You know, parents are buying toys for children at the moment, obviously, so maybe they want to catch that wave and they feel like lowering the price will really catch that customer. But it is a little interesting that they've already dropped the price and it's been less than a month or so. But yeah, so if you're interested in Iris, there are some deals on her going on right now. Also, Black Friday is coming up, so maybe wait off a little bit longer. And then I picked up the original Iris not that long ago, I would say like 2-3 months ago, when they were clearancing her out at Target, and I paid about $12 or 12 something for her, which I thought was reasonable because, again, I'm not partaking in the gimmicks, and also I'm not a huge fan of the doll, but I did want her want her pieces and stuff from my collection. And when I knew that they're doing a second release of Iris, I connected with that doll more than her original doll, to be honest. There's just like some few things that I was just kind of not connecting with the original doll, which we can go over once I fully unbox them and do the comparison. So going over packaging with the dolls, they're pretty much the same. Huge window artwork on the bottom left. You have the gimmick to the right. They are in the new Rainbow World packaging where it kind of looks glittery, it's shiny. You have their nameplate still on the top left. It says their name, and now just a heart crystal because, you know, Iris Bow doesn't go to Rainbow High, she's a Rainbow Shimmer. Yeah, that's kind of the new packaging format that they've been kind of just going with the new rebrand. So the name of the character has been enlarged for the new release. As you can see, the new one is on the right, the original is on the left. The original one has more stars, yeah, just like shines on the box, which the second release still does. The new one has also like slime, you know, goop hanging over, which makes sense because this is a slime doll gimmick compared to the first one, which is more resin like play. Onto the back of the boxes, they both have product imagery, and then they have kind of the gimmick play like photos as well. And then the new release actually still has artwork of the 3 other girls in the line, which in the new one is Bella, Skylar, and Violet. And the original release doesn't have that. It just has a child wearing the ring. Honestly, I do miss the Rainbow High artwork. I'm a huge fan of doll artwork, if you couldn't tell from my background. So I prefer having artwork of the doll than product imagery. But obviously, since these dolls have gimmicks, they really want to, you know, have that as the main point for, you know, the driving reason why you would want to purchase this doll for a child. But yeah, that's pretty much the packaging. So I'm going to go ahead and fully unbox the dolls, and we can go over both of them. Also, I wanted to mention that both of the dolls don't come with stands. These are just extra stands that I have. So going over the Creative Crystals or original Iris Bow, this is what she looks like from head to toe, kind of. Sorry, I know she's not fully in frame, but I'm going to go over her shoes anyways. I will say, first thoughts, I think I did mention earlier, I didn't really connect with this doll at first. She's not really my favorite, to be honest. I don't love her outfit, but I don't mind having her pieces in my collection, in my Rainbow High closet. I don't like her color blend. I know she's supposed to be like the rainbow doll, like Amaya. So she has, you know, rainbow hair, but I don't know, something about the colorway and where it's placed just kind of gives me clown vibes. And I'm not trying to be, you know, rude or disrespectful to our, you know, the character, but just how it looks on this doll, it kind of gives me kind of clown. So I think that's also another reason why I don't fully connect with this iteration of Iris Bow. There was always something off about her, and I think also like something with her face. I know she has that kind of like series 1 face mold, I believe, where it's very round. She has a really big doe eyes, and we've come, you know, different face molds at this point with Rainbow High. So maybe that's another reason why I don't fully love this doll. But yeah, now that I've given my opinion of her, let's go over her in more detail. Starting off with her hair, she has curly hair in this half up, half down hairstyle, and then the front part of her hair is pulled into these 2 like top knots. She has brown hair in the back, and then she has these like rainbow like highlights in the like underneath in the back of her hair, and then at the front of her hairline she has orange, red, purple, blue, green, yellow, obviously the rainbow, and she has her baby hair, her edges painted, and they are in rainbow as well. She has yellow eyeshadow in the inner corner of her eyes. She has red underneath, and then at the top she has, I believe, like blue. I believe it's blue and some purple in there, and then she has like some shimmer too on her eyeshadow. Her lip to me is super beautiful. It's dark and then it fades into this like red. She has no painted nails, and she has the typical Rainbow World articulation where it's just the shoulder and elbow and knee. Now going over her outfit, she has this sequin, kind of looks very like sporty kind of top that has ribbing at the collar and the hem of the sleeves, which is white with this gold like line going through it. Her neckline is a v-neck, and then her sequin or her top is like rainbow color, like ombre from red to purple, and the sequins are clear. Her skirt is this faux leather or, you know, pleather, like vinyl kind of material. It is belted, and the belt is the same material and has rainbow stitching, just like the skirt has as well, that creates this very like geometric design. It has this like kind of layered look to it, and then it has a faux gold zipper on one of the skirts near the hem, and everything velcros in the back. Her shoes, which are not my favorite, I'll be honest, are these platform red semi-transparent boots with the buckles painted in rainbow color. I think they're supposed to look crystal-y. So now I'm going to go over the second wave or second release of Iris Bow. Starting off with her articulation, because her articulation in this wave is very different from her original release. So she still has the shoulder and elbow articulation. No wrists or removable hands, just like her original release. But her legs is where she differs a lot from her original release. She only has it at the hip, so it can only go forward and back, barely. That's because her legs are clear for this release's gimmick. You look at the back, you can open up her legs and put slime in there. So that's why she has no articulation in her legs. So that is something, again, I wanted to mention before I went over Iris herself. So starting off with her hair, she has curls again. She has brown hair, and it seems like the rainbow part is more of like highlights, which is really pretty to me. She has this part rubber band and separated from the rest of her hair, which I think they tend to do with a lot of some of their releases. I don't feel like this is a half up, half down hairstyle. I just feel like they did that just to kind of keep this part maybe separated. But she has two ponytails on each side of her head. She has this orange side and then this blue side. And then she has these two bang tendrils on each side of her face, framing her face. She has a red side and a purple side. I will say her hair is pretty soft, except for these like bang tendril parts. They're pretty gelled. And then she has her baby hair or edges. They are rainbow, and there's one part that's brown. You can see that. Her makeup is really pretty in this release. She has gold glittery eyeshadow on her inner eye, and then red eyeshadow the top and bottom of her eye. Her lip is similar to her first release. It's like lighter in the middle and then ombres to a darker color. And then this one has more of like a gold shimmer to it, if you can kind of see it. Honestly, I do prefer the lip on the original release, but this one is still really pretty. Outfit wise, I feel like it is a slight upgrade than from her original outfit. I do like this one a little bit more, or at least the pieces. I can mix and match them with other Rainbow High pieces that I have. It is still in that kind of athletic vibe. So she has this kind of really cropped hoodie, which I feel like is in style right now because they've done it a few times, where it's cropped right above the chest. It is red with this kind of shimmer to it. It does have a hoodie that velcros for, you know, easy redressing, but it is not functional. She has these white drawstrings that I believe do move a little bit. I don't know if they're fully functional, but they do have like move a little bit if you pull them. She has this really, I think it's cute, mesh top that is orange and kind of ombres to like a lime green. She has a modesty panel underneath that, which is orange, and then has silver graphic on there that kind of looks like a race car trophy thing, if that makes sense. And it says magic, and then it says estimated 2020 because that's when Rainbow High first released. She has this very athletic material skirt, kind of reminds you of basketball shorts. If you know that feeling. It is pink. It is layered or tiered. It has a drawstring at the waist, but it's not functional. And then she has these two tendrils hanging down on each side. Kind of reminds me of jellyfish. She has this athletic stripe going down the side panel, and it goes into a bow right above the hem. And then everything velcros in the back. The hoodie, and then the rest of the part of the hoodie or the sweater, and then the top, I believe, velcros, and it is a separate piece, which is nice. And then her skirt velcros in the back as well. Okay, so this is what the mesh top looks like. It is a short sleeve top, and it is fully rainbow. When I had the hoodie on, I did mention it did look like it went from orange to lime green, because that's the only part that I could see. But taking it off, you can now obviously see that it is full rainbow because there's purples and reds and pinks and some yellow mixed in there. But yeah, this is what it looks like. And again, it velcros in the back, and it is a separate piece from the hoodie, obviously, because I was able to take the hoodie off. So I was going to skip over all the accessories part of this review just because, again, I'm not partaking in the gimmicks, but I thought it'd be important to kind of just go over them really quickly. They are very intertwined with the gimmick, at least, you know, all of the creative crystals, Iris's accessories. But I still wanted to just show you guys really quick. So starting off with the combs or brushes, these ones are the redesigned ones that are used to be a tool for the gimmicks. one obviously to mix slime and one to mix resin, but they are pretty much the same color. This one is a little bit more opaque and this one is a little bit more translucent. So besides the slime gimmick, that's pretty much all the accessories that the shimmer iris came with. So all these accessories now only come with Creative Crystals iris. Also, I like to mention, since these are very gimmick intertwined again, just think of them as half done because you need the resin part to kind of fully complete the accessory. So these are her headphones. They are gold with red painted detailing at the earmuff part. It's supposed to look crystallized. Next is her bag, which is all plastic. It is a rainbow with clouds and it has like a gold molded chain part. Again, it's only half because you're supposed to make the resin to put in there. Here are her frames, which are like kind of corally pink. They have molded stars and a painted detail right here in yellow near the lens. And again, you're supposed to make the resin to stick in there in this lens part. Lastly, we have her earrings, which are gold and plastic. And you're supposed to make the resin again and stick them in here. And that's everything that the dolls come with. So I want to give my final thoughts on these dolls before I wrap up my video. I will say the second release Iris Bow is more my favorite out of the two. I just like her face. It's probably the same mold and everything, but there's something about her face to me is slightly prettier than her original release. I don't know what it is. Maybe it's the hairstyle, but I'm just drawn more to the second release than I am to the original. I also like the color blend a little bit more. I do like that they used the rainbow part as more of highlights in her brown hair instead of it being like a good chunk of rainbow like it is in her first release. And it still draws you to her, obviously, but it, like with her first release, I'm just like quickly drawn to that rainbow part. And obviously it is also the hairstyle. I could also restyle the original doll because my partner has done that with his Iris dolls and it does look better, but in her original hairstyle I would have to go with the second wave. Is just a better overall doll to me. I will probably rebody this Iris onto the original Iris so that she can have, you know, the at least somewhat articulation, and then down the line if I can find Aisha Sterling, rebody her again just so she can have, you know, the original full articulation that we used to get with Rainbow High. Please let me know what your thoughts and opinions of these dolls. Do you have these dolls? Are you thinking about adding them to your collection? And if you do have them or don't have them, which one would you pick up, and which one are you leaning more towards? You know, do you like one or the other, or do you like both? You know, let me know in the comments below. And with that, I just want to say thank you so much for watching my video, and I'll see you in the next one. Okay, bye.